Okay, hi everyone. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you. Okay, before we start our discussion for today, so why not we introduce ourselves first. My name is Swanis Ana binti Shukri and my matrix number is 204227.
Hi, my name is Nuralia Batrisha binti Gamazan. My matric number is 202010.
Hi, morning. My name is Narhafisa binti Muhammad Zaki. My matric number is 203363.
Hi, my name is Hidayatu Shakira binti Khairiza. My matric number 204258.
Hi, my name is Shazatul Ikma binti Binitris. My matric number is 202008.
Okay, hi, my name is Nur Adisa binti Yasin Puryadi. My matric number is 197858.
Okay, our aim and focusing for our discussion today is want to talk about the second global issues that we choose during our first meeting. The topic is about depression. Today, group 1 will present their own poem, which is the group member is me, Suhanis Aina, Hafiza, and Hidayatul. But I will read the poem of our topic today for all of you. Can someone help me to share the poem?
Okay, wait, I will share the screen. Can someone allow me to share screen?
Okay, depression, the worst feeling ever, the feeling that everyone never know, the feelings that we cannot express to others, the feelings of several despondency and dejection, depression, so heavy and painful, distract and distraught, separate from all, that depression has won, leaving a long physical marks on someone's heart. Depression has become an epidemic amongst the teen population. You don't understand, you never do. I try to explain, but I can't get through to you. You see a smile on the outside, but that's all you can see. What if tears run down my face on the inside? Depression, a word full of loneliness, a problem that can kill a person silently. There is nothing that can be done to cure this problem. This matter should not be taken lightly. So I'm done with the poem. Do you have any question or any opinion to add for this poem?
Can I ask what does it mean by the feelings of severe despondency and dejection in stanza 1?
Thanks, Alia, for the question. Okay, I will answer the question. As we know that depression is a mood disorder of a person that causes a person to feel prolonged sadness, fatigue, and lack of energy, irritability, as well as loss of interest in daily activities. The depressed person feels severe despondency because they are unable to express or resolve something that is being experienced in a simple sense. It's mean hopeless and lacking in earnestness. Do I answer the question, Alia?
Yes, thank you, Sanis.
Sorry, I also have questions. What does it mean by your poem in stanza 2? Can you explain more?
Thanks, Ekma, for the second question. Okay, I will answer the second question. What is meant by the poem in stanza 2 is that when a person feels very depressed or overstressed, he will be alone and need time alone without the interference of others. Not only depressed with the problem experienced, but also discouraged in all daily routines in life. This state of mindfulness cause him to distance themselves from everyone, and this depression managed to make them hurt. In a simple sense, restlessness and prolonged grief.
Okay, thank you, sir. I understand now.
Okay, I have a question too. So for the last stanza, it said depression has become an epidemic among the teenagers. So how can teenagers get depression? That's the question.
Thank you for the question, Lisa. So, there are multiply why a teenager might become depressed. For example, teens can develop feelings of worthlessness and inadequacy over their grades, school performance, social status with peers, sexual orientation, or family life can each have a major effect on how a teen feels. So sometimes teen depression may result from environmental stress, but whatever the causes, when friend or family or teen that the teen usually enjoy don't help improve their sadness or sense of isolation, they are a good change. They have teen depression.
Okay, thank you, Shakira.
You're welcome.
Can you go to stanza 3? Can you scroll to stanza 3? Okay. I want to ask, what do you mean by this matter should not be taken lightly? And what if society nowadays doesn't even care about these problems?
Okay, I will answer your question. For me, depression is one of the most common mental illness. Certain people think that those with the depression just needs to stop for looking attention. Tragically, depression sometimes lead to a suicide. So our society have to raising their awareness about depression that can help defeat the stigma of the illness and can also help people from suffering it to reach out and get the help that they need to defeat it. For example, for the psychiatrist, doctor, or the counselor have to share the mental health screen information so society know about this mental health. So for the effect when society doesn't even care about this, as we know, depression is an invisible disease. So when society doesn't care about this, it will cause a big problem to those with depression. And this issue cannot be addressed. Our country will continue to be filled with problem of depression. As we know, teenagers is the most people that has the depression. So we have to take care of this issue.
Okay, thank you, Hafiza.
Welcome.
also want to add apa? Sorry, I also want to add question. What is depression category as? Mood disorder or mental disorder?
As for I will answer your question. So as far as I know, it's the same. Mood disorder is similar to major depression, which is a type of mental illness. It is different from mental health disorder that lead to mental illness as well. If depression is normal, it is a mental health disorder that has not reached the level of illness. I want to point out my own experience. It is true that many people have mental health problem, but unfortunately, they are not aware.
Okay, thank you, Shakira.
The last question from me. How to know someone has depression and how to help people. I mean, if our friend have depression, do we actually should give them some space or doing something that can help them feeling better?
I want to answer your question. For me, if our friend is experiencing like a depression, they may seem sad or tearful, and also they have a careless about their usual activities and interests. We can see when they study, we lost their interest, and they also get upset easily or usually irritable, and they also talk about that suicide and also eat more or less than usual. So from this sign of that our friend that have a depression, the thing that we have to do is listen to them. Let our friend know that we are there for them. We can start the conversation by sharing our concern and asking a specific question. For example, you might say, it seems like you have been having a hard time lately. What's on your mind? Keep in mind that our friend may want to talk about what they feel, but they might not want to advise. Engage with our friend by using like active listening technique, like as I know is ask question to get more information instead of assuming that we understand what they mean. And second is validate their feeling. You might say like, that sounds really difficult. I'm sorry to hear that. And the last one is we have to show our empathy and interest with our body language. So our friend may not feel like talking to the first time you ask, so it can help to continue telling them you care. Because I think the depression person, they want support from their friends and their family. I think this very important thing that we have to do for them.
Yeah, I agree with Hafiza. I think we all need to know how to overcome and help those who are in depression, because sometimes in some cases, those who commit suicide are suffering from some sort of mental illness. So they really should be treated, get support from people, and maybe seek an expert from trained counselor.
Is there someone to add something before we end our discussion?
Okay, I think I want to add my opinion for this poem. So thank you for Team 1 for creating a poem about depression. So I think everybody already know that depression has become a major problem. It happened around the world, people around the world. It happened on adult, and also in this poem, it highlight about this depression also has become the major problem among teenagers. So I feel very sad that someone, especially teenagers who fighting with depression, need to suffer with pain, although they are still at a very young age. They are still going to school, still learning, but they need to experience such a bad feeling. So I hope that the suggestion, the opinion about how to help them from our discussion just now could help these people to I mean to overcome the depression that they are fighting. So I think that's my opinion.
So there is something from someone else? No. Okay, so that's all for our discussion today. Thanks everyone for cooperation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.